Right, you don't. Go. Let's see. You've started it now because you're on. Say hello.
There you go. I got to say hello.
Hey, my name's Kane.
That was my first shift. Hey, guys. I was going to start it unprofessionally because I was sick of Ronnie doing it unprofessionally. So I thought I was going to do it. Don't worry about my puffy eyes, guys. I decided that before lockdown, I manifest all this shit. Wasn't specific about the timing, but we'll talk about that once the Ronnie pack gets in here.
There's Denise saying hello to you.
As she just bring Ronnie in.
Hi, the day's been a day of, I don't know, the day's been shit.
Full moon's coming.
Oh, fuck off. That's not a good way to start, man. Doing things all day, like radio things and my group and all that, and it's just been, one of the days it's just full of anxiety.
I was back in my job today at the hotel. That was full of anxiety.
But since I was back on the dope, I was like, holy shit, mate. Let's get into
No yet.
Oh, I seen that. Right, you back at your work?
Aye, it was actually quite weird walking in, but it was good to see everybody. But you know, I was just my usual. I was actually excited, right? I was like, yes, people out and about. And some of my work colleagues were just like, it felt as if I'd never left. I'm just like, all right, we're moaning already. Some folk haven't got a job. Anyway.
Aye.
You know, things like that. We're just getting to me, but I kind of said as much as that. But it was brilliant, and it's all well hanging with the big screens up. Do you know what I mean, and stuff like that. It's a big adjustment for everybody. But do you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I know it sounds dead sad, but I fucking loved my work today.
Where is the screens?
What screens?
You said there's big screens up in your work. What's going on there?
Aye, so the screens up at the desk because I'm a receptionist. So the screens up at the desk. And then we've got a divider screen, right? And we're all working in bubbles, so you're working with the same folk all the time, right? I know you find all this mad, but some people have to adhere to fucking rules, know what I mean? I'm just waiting for them to get a sheepdog in for the government to say, no, you can't go to work unless you get a sheepdog directing you exactly where you have to go.
That would work.
Probably work better than what they're doing now.
You ever seen a video of a sheepdog working from above, like they put it on a drone and you can see it? You ever seen that? Looks cool as fuck.
Doesn't it?
See the sheep all moving. To be fair, I've seen enough sheep in the last few weeks to do me a lifetime. I have.
Hi, baby girl. How's it going?
Does she know phone you?
Aye, but she supports me and she likes me to know that she's there. Don't slag my niece, or I'll come through that screen and fucking kick your eyebrows out.
Niece, I'm slagging. It's you. Oi, oi.
Why are you slagging me?
Oz.
Evening, Naomi.
I'm not feeling at myself the night, so I just make.
You're not feeling at yourself. I can still hear my daughter sobbing, my 12-year-old daughter, my vegetarian daughter's up the stairs greeting because her wee brother tasted his pizza and decided that he didn't like it and swapped it for hers. So she's
Listen, does this story end with a vegetarian 12-year-old eating a bit of meat? That's wonderful. That's was that Cruz? Tell him I said amazing. Tell him I said.
He come down the stairs and he was sobbing and I'm like, what's wrong, pal? And he's like, I did a bad thing. I was like, what did you do? And he's like, well, I didn't like that pizza. He doesn't see you've got to get it. It's like he likes a cheese pizza, but he likes it for a certain place. He likes a pepperoni pizza, but he likes it for a certain place. Right?
Right.
Weird. But anyway, so he decided that this pizza wasn't for him, so he swapped it with his sister. So his sister was starving because the delivery didn't come till later on. And she ate the pizza, then he told her it was pepperoni. Right? But I'm thinking, how did you know it was pepperoni? You still ate the full pizza, right? So he come down the stairs and he's destroyed sobbing. He's like, and she's so upset. I didn't think it would be such a serious thing, but she's told me to get out of the room and never come back in. And my heart's broken, Mum.
How long's she been a vegetarian?
Fucking about 9 months now.
She's fucking 12. Did she just decide I'm not going to eat meat anymore? That's me.
No, I decided I went through a vegan wave and I stopped being vegan and went back to meat and she stayed veggie.
So it's your fault. Do you know what though? I was thinking about it because Hippie's been doing that for a couple of years, more than 2 years now. I've got my mate Mark's a vegan and it's good for your energy levels and all that.
I definitely gives you lots of energy. See, when I did it, my energy was great. I've got good skin anyway, but my skin was brighter. It wasn't as dull. I didn't feel as sluggish. It definitely. But, you know, she was destroyed. And obviously, I'm trying to be sympathy, but at the same time, I was like my mom, because my mom used to be like, what the fuck are you want me to do? It's done. It's fucking done. I can't fix it. What are you fucking greeting for? But I didn't do that. I did. Fuck. There's nothing I can do now, pal. It's done. I mean, I can cuddle you, but I can't fix it. So I said it the same as my mom, but in a softer way. But I was inside thinking, the fuck are you want me to do? And she was destroyed. So then she's taking the pup up the stairs. And I really felt it for her. I'm cuddling her and she's cuddling her. You think she'd ate a bite of the dog? Do you know what I mean? The way she was like, I need to take my dog with me. But I mean, my vegan pals say it all the all the time. They go, would you eat your dog? Would you eat your dog? Shut up.
Listen. I get that, right? Because no, but that's like that would be like me after 12 years having a drink. That would shit. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm not making fun of it, but I mean it's a funny situation. But she was absolutely destroyed.
Because she'll need to see in her wee mind, she'll need to start from the start again. She'll be like, man, I was 9 months now. She'll need to go back to square one. And she'll be walking about apologising to fucking pigs and sheep for months. Do you ever watch one of the videos?
I watched them all, and that's what happened. It was ignorance was bliss. I can't move the ignorance was bliss. I don't say that meat's good for you. I think all the diseases are coming for me. I totally advocate that, right?
Aye.
However, I like to eat the meat that much. I did decide to be ignorant. I do believe that eating meat is ignorant. You can't say putting an animal through that pain, there's any need for it. But I have to be ignorant because I like my meat so much. So I do override it. But I did watch all those videos. And the actual thought of meat in my mouth for about a month and a half gave me the absolute boke.
No, I used to be a pescatarian. I done that for a while. But something has to die every day in order for me to be happy. It's just the way it is. Something has to lose a hoof or an ear. Or if I'm getting a kebab, probably it's testicles. When was the last time you had a kebab?
I don't like doner meat. I've never liked it. I just think it's like shit on a big stick.
Well, that's probably it. But I've not had one for donkeys, man. Like a proper fucking doner, fucking like donkey's lips kebab. Hey, you alright, Dee?
I don't like that shit. Don't say stuff like that.
Tails.
Hi, Lorraine. How are you, darling?
Hi, Lorraine. Hi. Don't start me. I'm tired. Hey, told you this before you come on. Don't start me. I said.
Hey, what you got to fucking do about it?
Just think one day I'll be able to reach right through this screen and punch you right in.
I'm like a sniffer dog when it comes to shit bags. You can talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk. I'll fucking do you.
Listen, Amy, you're just talking about being a vegetarian, right? And I said, when's the last time you had a bit of doner meat? And you should see all your mob. You should see the filth coming in down there. He likes a bit of meat. No, I can't beat a bit of beef.
That's where you're wrong, children. That's where you're wrong. I don't like a bit of beef. I've became that much a nun that I annoy myself.
I'm just doing that because that's that lassie dog, remember? If we whistle, a dog goes mental.
What's his name?
Well, I can't remember, but what a great thing that is. You can just whistle and somebody's dog goes jump. Oh,
well, don't whistle because two of my dogs are lying there KO'd in the flare.
Oh, have you still got the wee one?
Aye, she's up the stairs cuddling the vegetarian.
I'm seriously thinking about getting a dog, and do you know what made it even worse? I seen wee Gok's thing on Facebook the other day, and he had new wee bulldogs. Oh,
Aye, Nova's. I've just lined Nova. Nova should be having pups in 8 weeks.
Oh man, and there was a wee one, especially a wee grey one, right? And just a big white line down its head, and I thought, oh, check.
Mine's a lined with it's a champion Merrill Bull for Edinburgh.
Hang on, what do you mean lined? What does that mean?
Pump.
Right, what does that? Is that what you say in the doggy world? I'm getting my dog.
Lined means that some half handsome guy called Joe, right? I would say 8 in the dark and 8.5 with the light on, right?
Right.
wanking a dog casually in front of me, but just talking to me, going, Ken, you're going to get some litter out of this. This is going to be a belter while he's wanking his dog, you know what I mean?
Think about the money.
And the hang with blocks like, this is educational, Ken, I need to learn all this. I'm like, okay.
Oh, we had this discussion before. You spoke about dog mating before, but I've never heard that expression. I need to get my dog lined.
Lined, it means lined, get it lined, put the lineage in, get a new line out.
Get a line. Line in it. Here's the thing as well. Imagine you're a dog, right? Imagine you're like, say you're a boxer, right? And then you go with your owner takes you to this place and then puts you in a cupboard with another dog and you don't fancy it.
Well, I've been in another cupboard because you don't fancy it. I just got with a job in hand.
No, imagine you go and it's like a Dalmatian and your wee boxer brain's just watching it. Go, I don't fucking want any part of that. But your owner's like, get on there, thinking of money.
Well, you're not going to get money for a bull and a Dalmatian put together.
How would you like it if I took you to a house in Edinburgh, threw you in a cupboard with a guy who you just didn't fancy and said, right, Dee, move, thinking of money?
I'd have fucking punched your cunt in.
But the dog's like, oh shit, man. You know what I mean?
I don't know how they can fancy each other. The breeds all up the same. I couldn't go on holidays if a dog, and I wouldn't them in the kennels. Loved Paul O'Grady show. Those puppies the other week, very therapeutic. Always had dogs in my family. I'm just doing it once because I believe that dogs need to be a mammy, but maybe that's just the old school in me. But I'm not like breeding her for money. I'm just doing it once and then getting her dressed.
There's another one. That's another one. I knew about that expression. I'm getting my dog dressed, but you're fucking buying a pair of denims and a jacket. Imagine you get a dog to get it dressed and the vet just started putting a t-shirt on it and all that.
Me too, doing that. Would you like pinker checks? We've got a nice Louis Vuitton bag to go with that and on pair of shoes.
Dog walks out with a pair of grey joggies and I'm like, all right, mate.
I'm on Claire puffer jacket on, know what I mean? You've been dressed, lads, fuck off.
I got lined 3 months ago and now I'm getting dressed. Who made these things up? Who did that? What else is going on with you?
Fucking new car, new contracts, new job, new house, fucking gone on holiday. I said I sat and manifest. You know how I believe in law of attraction. I know how you love all that, right? Do you know what I mean? So I've been doing law of attraction and manifesting a lot of different things, and I wanted a holiday, a car and a house, but I wasn't really specific when I wanted it. And I think my manifestations have got that strong because I'm that enlightened and that powerful and that brilliant that I've got them all at one time.
You're still here. You know what, mate? That's like the secret.
That is, you're right. The secret, the power, and the universe energy that I align with constantly. And I'm telling you, you were feeling like this the last time the moon was coming and you didn't believe me.
When is the moon coming?
Don't know, I need to ask Gemma. It's this week anyway.
No, but the way I'm feeling is got fuck all to do with the moon. It's outside.
You know what? I'm just going to track Ronnie's moods every month and then just see if it lines with the moon. And see after about 6 months when I'm bored of proving that to you, I'm just going to send you and go, you were going to go until then.
One, mate. I meant to say hello to Annette there. Annette said she was feeling down, so I'm going to say hello to her.
There you go. Ask, believe, receive.
Okay. No. No wonder you're smiling. So is that the secret? Is that what it is?
Yes, but it has to be something for the greater good and for your worth and for you to stretch forward. You can't ask for something that's not for your greater wealth or worth.
Where is the bit in there that tells you need to work like fuck to get it?
Of course you need to work fuck to get it, but it comes all at once because you're working, it gives you an incentive to move forward. So again, like spiritualism, that method of thinking helps my psyche, so I'll use it.
Do you believe in sigils? Do you know what sigils are?
No.
Sigils are where you write out something that it needs to be rational. It needs to be something that's believed. You can write this thing out, right? And then I think you take all the vowels out there, and then the letters are left where you make a wee kind of design like a motif, and that's called a sigil. A lot of people do it. A lot of people are into the old fucking you see signs and all that, right? But I've got a pal who does it, and there's different theories, right? And one of the theories is to activate your sigil. This is true. You can look it up, folks. You have to masturbate and think about that sigil and focus your energy into it. This is look, you're doing that. Oh, I can't believe this. That's how I feel when you talk sometimes. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, a fucking moon. The moon doesn't stop somebody else being an arsehole. So there you go.
But I also think I don't think I was talking. See Gawk and that. I was going on a journey to Edinburgh where they were arguing about how the fuck they got the blocks to the pyramid and built the pyramid and how come they can't do it again, right? And then they were also arguing about was the world flat or was it round, right? And there was no solutions to these things.
I can handle it if people talk about the pyramids in Egypt and all that, right? Truth is, scientifically, we know how they did it. You know what I mean? It's quite a task. They did it by wiping out full generations of people because they just threw other slaves at it. If you throw enough fucking people at something, you'll get it done. Just as long as you don't give a fuck about them, as long as you die, you're all right.
I can see Gawk screaming at this. I can see Gawk screaming at this, going, Dee, see my car? My car is actually lighter than my box. Don't tell me some wee skinny slave guy for Egypt had that on his back up mountains. Don't believe you. Shut up.
We used to set up ramps and pulleys and believe it or not, but they know how we've done it. But I am not Gawk. I am not fucking having that flat earth stuff. I can't do it.
No, Gawk doesn't say I or no. He just says there's no evidence for either way. He could both be right.
Of course there is evidence for either way. Of course there is. Of course.
What is it?
Tell Gawk to get in touch with me and I'll show him a simple experiment that will show him. You can see the earth, the arc of the earth. So you can actually do all that. There's loads of experiments you can do. Jesus. The fucking world's flat. What's going on down there? You want to
I think it's just because people are fed up talking about Wayfair and talking about Trump and talking about
that. I was still doing that. $10,000 and throw a fucking you get it's in your it goes all blue on it, you're like, it's a boy.
It's terrible. I swear to God, you know, I mean, this can't. I don't mean it to hang me, but if I fucking bought a fucking wardrobe that cost me an arm and a leg, the last thing I want is a weighing weight to fucking wreck it.
Exactly, because they would, I know. They would. Told you.
I mean?
I'm still recovering from my wee cousins being here, but they were fantastic. But I'm still recovering.
The thing is as well. Even all joking aside, it's got folk going, I can't believe that folk would do that. How no? How would you not believe that? If you had hundreds of cash and go unnoticed, nobody sees Wayne's going in and out your house because we're all switched on and we're all at Big Brother, you would do that. It's no that unbelievable because they would think anything for their desperate fucking...
Here's the thing, right, Dee? Would you be ordering fucking online where everybody else can see it?
Exactly.
You wouldn't be ordering them online like that. I need to go on the website where everybody can see and get myself a nice... You go to IKEA. Fuck that. Go to IKEA.
Exactly.
Fuck on to IKEA then. The queues must be ridiculous. No problem on it. The queues must be shit.
I honestly can't be fucked with people that are still walking about miserable. I'm just like, do you know what? You might be dead next fucking week. So do you want to just live with your pants on the outside of your fucking jeans and get your tits out and have a laugh, man? Because I'm sick of your seriousness.
Right, okay, what did you say about the pants there? Pants on the outside of your jeans?
Aye.
Like Superman?
Aye. Fucking rocking through the beach, smelling the fresh air, listening to the birds singing and stop being such a fucking privileged, schooling, moon-faced bastard.
You think that's what Superman did? He just thought, you know what?
Fuck Superman. Superman's a prick. I'm Superwoman.
No. Did you think, but he must have thought, this is back in the 80s, he thought, everybody's being far too serious. I'm just going to put my boxers on the outside of my leggings. Fuck it.
He's like, no, every cunt needs to know who I am, so they can't all wear their pants under their jeans. I'm going to wear my pants over my tights.
Aye, that's it. Fuck it. And I'm going to fucking beach towel, tuck it in the back of my neck and just run about. I used to do that.
I've actually the last couple of days felt like walking up to folk and going, do you know what? There's folk lying in hospital fucking Dean, smile, you miserable bastard. So you have to wear a mask for 5 minutes in a show. Fuck up.
You actually don't even need to.
I know you don't need to, whether or no, the same with all these folk going, look at them wearing the mask. Shut up, man. I've got masks coming and I'm going to wear my mask everywhere, not even in shops, because mine says fuck Boris.
Wait, hang on a minute. Victoria says, if I wore my pants on the outside, I'd have no pals, which makes me wonder why. What the fuck's going on with your pants that you would scare people away?
I would need to buy pants to wear them on the outside because I don't wear pants.
So, this is what you've got a mask that says "fuck Boris." Jim? How are you, mate? No, I've just got the light out, Jim. If I
He
turn
does
it
it
on,
all the time. Do you know what it is? He can't be fuck shaven and that, so he just puts it in darkness so it's less noticeable how unshaven he is, know what I mean?
Amy, I mean, I'm here.
And it's because I'm such a bright beacon of light. I just sit here and
if I turn the light on in here, it's too bright because I'm in my kitchen. I'm in my dining bit of my kitchen on the table. I'll see Jim tomorrow night. Actually, I'm doing that thing with you tomorrow night.
oh, Jim, for fuck's sake, you might have won us 2 nights in a row. That's
I'm warning you now. I'm warning you now. So that was nice of him. Thanks, Jimbo. Mum sent me to school with kegs on top of my... What the hell?
Kegs.
I know. So somebody's mum sent them to school with her pants on and top of their tights.
Do you know what my mum did?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Dee. That's the way you used to come back for school. I laughed. It was funny for me. Go.
You fucking keep stupid.
This is what see if this was radio, that would have been dead air. That would have been like the ultimate sin. Don't have dead air on the radio, man.
Don't give a fuck. This isn't BBC STV. This is a fucking D show, and I'll have as many fucking dead airs as I want when you've been a prick.
Boy! Funny's funny, Maxwell.
Funny, haha, it's funny, haha. No funny, switch my fucking cycle switch. That's been fucking switched enough in the last wee while.
Kegs on tap to keep your tights up. Melanie sounds. That's the voice experience there, by the sound of it. Isn't it?
Commando pants are uncomfy, right up your arse, exactly.
But I always think that about thongs.
No, but see pants as well, because I've got big wandering labia. It just looks like a big
octopus. Hang on a second. Hang on, right. In all my years on this fucking planet, in all my fucking years, and my vast experience of different continents, people, religions, races, the lot, I have never heard anybody say because of my wandering labia. What a fucking brilliant description, because it's just messed my brain up. That's because we were talking.
I didn't finish the story. So it's like a wandering labia. It looks like, because even it's in pants, it looks like there's an octopus stuck on a rock.
Oh man.
If you wanted to describe it, if you wanted to make it a nice way, it's like a lotus flower.
Aye, okay, man. Is it okay? It's like somebody fucking got a bit of cheese wire through a fucking...
Aye, it's just ridiculous. I actually get it caught and it's fucking sad as fuck.
What do you... Oh, Jesus. Thank fuck I just bought bleach the other day, because I'm just going to stick it... See when I go off here, I'm just going to put it in my ears just to get rid of it. My wandering labia.
Honestly, I swear to God, they could stunt double his earmuffs.
Genuinely because of my wandering labia. So they must be a dead uncomfy.
It's comfy. I've got to sit to the side so they don't get...
How are you both doing tonight? Amanda, I'm hanging in there. No.
I did the day. I was only just back at my work, and straight away I could feel the tension and all that. So I came home the night and I went like that. So, my boss just actually busted greeting me when I came in. She's like, I can't believe she's back. And everybody was like a royal welcome. I mean, nobody smiled, obviously, until I was back in the building, and I'm most important. Anyway.
Yeah. Melanie's got a bit of a suggestion for you. Wear them back to front. We'll keep you tucked in.
My arse hasn't seen a gym in about 3 months, so they're fucking hanging there like fucking... Actually, my arse stunt double is an enlarged ball sack, because that's what it looks like.
It's a massive ball sack just hanging at the top of your thighs.
It's no fucking like ball sacks just hanging down like droopy. That's what my arse is like, because the gym still isn't open. I actually look back at my arse and I was fucking raging when I seen it.
Whoa. Oh, when you took that picture and you said your arse looks terrible. Aye.
Arse honestly looks as if some cunts fucking just went.
Oh, Jesus, wandering labia. Still.
I hope you dream about it tonight.
I'll keep a hold of that. That's quite good. Try to think how I could squeeze that into a conversation. I'm sure I'll manage.
Listen, I can't actually see you for another coffee, whether you can confirm or deny whether you've got wandering labia or static labia.
Or what is it? Sorry?
Wandering labia or static labia.
I'm learning. I like learning. As you know, Dee,
It's not an education. Science never come up with. It's just words that I use to describe it really well.
But where did you hear the words, or did you just make them up?
I just put on labia is obviously a real word.
Right, aye.
Word.
That's a word. That's a different thing.
And so is it's just my dog snoring. I'm like, holy fuck, man. And so is static. But static wandering labia gives it the impression of how big and is.
Okay. Right, man. It's just like a horn that's been trapped in wire. Aye, that's thanks for that.
Dee, how can you not keep men and get them interested or keep them for more than 5 minutes? Because you talk about your labia as if it's like a horror film. You talk about your fanny as if it's like the fucking Exorcist. You know what I mean? It's going for it's your cunting daughter. That's what I say.
Oh my god, man. Anyway, moving on. What else is happening?
You know what I could tell you about the type of the shape of it, like the hull of it. Do you want to know about that?
Oh, you're all right, mate.
It's like the Teletubby wee hoose when it pops out.
No, you're cool. Honestly. You're okay. I'm going to read Richard Class's thing. When I wasn't wearing a mask to go to the chemist for my prescription, the assistant was starting to give me a sore head about not wearing one, so I wore one out the other day to keep her quiet. But the thing is, right, Dee, it's no, see if you go to Morrison's, and you go into, the boy just told me the other day, when you get into Morrison's, they can't make you wear a mask, you can walk about without one. But if the police come in, you can get fined.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about it is this, right? I don't like it.
For 5 minutes of a mask or £60, it'd be a prick.
I don't like it, right? But some people are a bit freaked out with it. Also, you don't want to be adding to their stress and their shit. You know what I mean? So just put one on your face. Just put one on your face and just go to the shop, man.
I keep getting pulled up for saying she's not as nice as she makes it. No, I'm nice to cunts that are nice to me, so it depends who it is.
Who says that to you? You got something on here? Talk to me.
No, well, no out it. I mean, I'm famous enough. I'm not want to make them fucking famous enough.
I've seen that movie that Natasha is talking about. Have you seen that movie called Teeth? Do you know what the whole premise of the movie is? There's this woman and her vagina is a set of teeth. True fact. So the thing is, Amanda, if you've just clocked on, all you've just heard is me going, her vagina is a set of teeth. Welcome. There's also the Human Centipede as well. That's another movie.
Oh, I can't watch horror films. I'm here for the Gremlins.
Do you know what the Human Centipede's about?
It's about a fucking centipede that eats humans.
No. Two young lassies, their car breaks down one night. They're in Germany on holiday, and they chap this guy's door, and he's a surgeon, and he brings them in, and he's like, okay, and then he keeps them in, keeps them, kidnaps them, ties them up, and then shows them. He's got somebody else downstairs in his basement in a kind of an operating theatre. And the whole thing is he's going to turn the three of them into a human centipede. He's going to join their face at the other one's arse and make them into a centipede. That's a film. In fact, you know,
the other one I've seen as well, but that was based on a true story, Wolf Creek.
Right, what went on there then?
It's just, there was an outback Australia and it was
backpackers.
And they fucked off and this guy got them and he just tortured them and like severed their legs and left them dripping and all that.
That's true, Bill. There was a guy who actually, he advertised in the paper for students to come work on his ranch and his farm. And think about that, Australia's that big that it's like fucking his farm was in Scotland. You know what I mean? There was nothing about it because it's that big. And this lassie went there and they kept her up, chained her up and kept her prisoner and all that. But that other one, there was people gone missing, all sorts of hitchhikers. Who they were. Ever picked a hitchhiker up?
No. I don't want two fucking nutcases in the motor.
I have a few times, because where I live, the motorway and all that, and I've actually done it as well when I was away hiking once.
I've met folk that I've known. Maybe last I used to go to school, she was at the train station one night. She was stranded with her two wains. I took her home, but I knew her.
Yeah. No, I picked up two German lassies once, and it was the last day in Scotland, and they were all hairy.
You changed your name, or you're just the second person with that fucking crazy fucking
mask.
Mask.
But maybe Lisa works as a forensic psychologist or something. Maybe she works by
maybe her partner just bought it.
Aye, well, there's that. There's a job I wouldn't like. See the people who have to go in after there's murders and all that. They need to clean up. No, apparently the smell of death sits with you. This is quite a cheap.
No, it's horrible. I remember going to.
Does this end with a dead body?
Well, anyway, what were we talking about?
We're talking about how cheery this show's been. I'm now talking about fucking dead bodies. You're talking about octopuses cut in half. And we'll talk about the human centipede.
No, octopuses under a rock. And right. It's just that is coming out.
Let's talk about the moon.
Yes.
Right, what is your belief system around about? I'm going to watch you. Everybody's going to go nuts here. What is your belief system around about the moon? No, here's the thing.
Listen, I'm a very energy person, and that's how my life rolls. That's how I became what I am. That's how I'm where I am. Energy, force, we're all energies. What annoys me about other fellow humans is that they think that it could only be us that's in control of ourselves, that there can't be an energy force, there can't be a movement, there can't be a force for positive energy connected to positive energy. If I get connected with you and we're in a good place and we're doing positive thinking and we're doing stuff together, but if I connect with you and you're in a negative place, then we don't work productively the same. So it's hard, it's bullshit to say that energy isn't a big factor in how the life works, but the energy is connected to the universe, which is connected to the solar system, which is connected to the moon. The sun governs it. The moon takes energy in. The moon actually is called the lunar. That's why lunatic. That's where it came from, because people losing their shit at the moon. I've just went and bought a car, did something else, and now get a house on 1 week and freaking out and nearly done something stupid and all. And I still say that that's the moon. Maybe it's just because I'm a crackpot and I want to blame the moon, but at least if I've got the moon to blame, I can go somewhere with it. Do you see what I'm saying?
I hear exactly what you're saying. Here's the thing, Mark, you're just talking about. Here's the fucking thing. See if the moon can affect tides, right?
Exactly.
Listen, that then, we are 90% water, so it must be able to do something with it. I know this for a fact. See, in my work and all that, I know when it was a full moon, things tended to get a bit more mental. Cases and all that, you're working on it, and you don't like that.
Of course it did. I mean, I've been the same all week. I've been greeting all week. I've not been eating right and everything else. It was Gemma. I wasn't aware. I don't keep track of them. And I'll say something and I'll do mad things, like the mad things that I discussed with you and Kane before the show went here.
Yes.
And she went like that to me. Shit, I forgot to remind you a full moon was coming. Because see, when she says that, I'm aware of my behaviour change.
Oh, you know what I mean? Maybe because she says that, you change your behaviour.
Could be, but it works for me.
I know. Whatever fucking works for you, is that, mate?
I always say we could sit here and write 1,000 facts about things and go into the guts of something. The way I see it is, unless it's fucking smoking crack or fucking taking heavy drugs, then if it works for you, it works for you.
And even then, it does have its moments, doesn't it, really?
I said to my mate the other week, I was talking to my mate, you know, I always talk to my pal that is a heroin addict, but I've never ever stopped talking to him, and he comes in and the first thing he does is hand me my purse if I've left it sitting. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's very noble of him.
He's never ever asked me for money for it. He's never ever stole off me. I've bought of him, done my bags of messages. I've done and helped him out when he's cleaned himself up. I've went and helped him paint again and everything. But I said to him the other day that he's like, I was thinking about going to rehab, and I was like, don't.
Why? Why would you?
He's like, what I say is because I might want to spot places where you were joking, right? And he says, do you know what? I actually would feel safer in rehab because at least I'm fucking quarantined away from every cunt.
It's caught real, man. You're in a wee world where you get looked after, you get fed, you get watered, and you get controlled, and you get bed. You know what I mean? It's all.
Also asked my pal, and I says, why do you fucking wear a mask? Fuck's sake, you're dragging that shit up to you about 3 times a day or whatever. I says, and you fucking, no, wait a minute, you'll get this. I fucking wear a mask. He went, why? He says, because I've seen cunts dying of that so-called COVID. Fuck that, an overdose is easy.
Aye, Well, that's the thing, man. I don't even want to talk about COVID anymore. I really don't.
Sick of hearing it, and if they even started calling it Corona so that we don't need to hear COVID word now, Corona, COVID, fucking run up my ribs and fuck off.
But that's, if you use your purse, that's what they say, innit? That's what we say. The difference between an addict and an alkie is an addict will steal your purse and help you look for it. An alkie will fucking steal your purse, but an addict will help you look for it.
Aye. You kid on, they don't know where the fuck it is.
I love the cushions with your handy couch. Says it under there, and I know it's in my sock.
I always remember my pal knee deep in cocaine, man, and she's like, search me if you want. I went, I will. She went, well, wait the new.
Well, wait till I go to the toilet.
It was my 40 quid because it was back in the days when you had to put £15 of the power cards. Remember before you had actual the same cards, you had to go and buy power cards, and it was 5 a token type things. And I'd been into emergency, so I had to put 15 quid in, but I also had to top it up as well. So I had 40 quid, and it was all I had in my purse, and she knew it was all I had. This wasn't a heroin addict, by the way, this was a coke addict.
That's
right?
Drugs, isn't it?
So but I always have to say it, because I hate how folk just because they take coke that they're no an addict. You know what I mean? That annoys me, right? But anyway, so fucking she's like, search me, and she knows she was actually even searching a wee boy and everything. And then when she searched the wee boy, and she's shouting in his face and everything, screaming at him, "Did you take that money?" I actually seen it poking at her so.
And
I thought, you sick bastard, standing there fucking making your 12-year-old boy and blaming him and anything just to get away with my 40 quid. See, if her wee boy wasn't there, I'd have fucking gave her an offer telling to.
I would have wrote an email to her, a strongly worded email.
Strongly worded email saying, don't you ever do that again.
This has been a pretty heavy duty one tonight, isn't it? Is that the moon's fault?
Aye, definitely.
Because the moon's coming in, we've spoke about you, but one, I can't get all that.
My wandering labia.
I thought a doctor had said that to you. I thought, for fuck's sake.
No, I made it up myself. It makes it more visual. If I'd said my big labia, that makes it more visual, doesn't it? It's that fucking big in there. It's fucking get a fucking life of its own.
Okay, I thought it was one of the ones doctor saying, "Hi, Dee. Okay, good news is it's a boy. The bad news is you need to lay there because your labia's away for a walk. I'll be back in 10 minutes." You just need to lie there until your labia comes back from the toilet.
Oh, it said it was only going to the toilet to see that labia. It's a fucking wonder.
I know it'll be doing that fucking coke machine trying to get a can of coke. I know it will be.
I've never just go straight to the toilet. I talking to the nurses and that in the way by fucking wee wandering Willie. Wandering labia and wee wandering Willie, you know what I mean?
Well, Tammy, that's heavy duty. Tam, we're not going to get into that tonight. Tammy says, "Do you believe in ghosts?" We're not going to get into that.
Absolutely.
Okay, see, we did that before. Me and Dee had a...
We can't do the same thing as we did last week because people just say, "Oh, they talked about that last week." I can't hear no. See, at the beginning of the lockdown, I thought they were right funny, but you know what? They're fucking boring me now. Same shite, different week.
Oh, I don't believe for 1 minute I'm funny. Don't worry about that. Liability.
That's good, man. It makes me feel better because I feel like I'm funny as fuck.
Do you hear my cough still?
You better go and get a COVID test, Creep.
No. I was buying into it because my cousins were up for England the other day, so last week, sure. So I was thinking to myself, whoa, I hope I've got this.
My hotel's in the capital hotspot for COVID in Scotland, isn't it?
Look at Melanie, look. Melanie.
No massive hotel, Port Glasgow next to it.
Never caught you. Jesus, that even makes me wince.
Aye, and it's fucking so... I've actually zipped the mines up.
Have you seen there's something about Mary?
Aye.
Oh, see that bit in that movie. Oh, even thinking about it, just thinking about it is absolutely horrific, man.
Oh.
Horrific.
I liked your brave post today with Hooch the Dog.
You what? Sorry, what?
Hooch the Dog.
Oh, did you see it? Tom Hanks. Do you want me to show it?
No.
No.
My fucking show. I think I've got a few off flatters. I've got a few fucking Pizzagate believers, and you know what I mean. I think you might.
Well, if that's the case, they might think this is true. Look, you can see it. Look at this poor dog's face.
It's no funny.
I used to have the exact same bull mastiff as that. His name was Bud. So I did. And when he shook his head, I just went and shook his head like that. I swear to God, it was just a mess. Like Ghostbusters, man. It was just Slimer.
That's how I never ever got that. And then obviously she's quite fucking hang me the lamps, alright. I don't know if I can show you because my house is a mess. Wait till you see this.
My pals get wee French bulldogs and they get bubbles in the bottom of their gums. Nova. Right, go, come on. Coming out. You've done there. I can see what you've done. You have gave them just a wee taste of methadone each.
Nova. There you go. See?
The two dogs look as if they're gouching. Yeah, Helen says.
That was Uncle Ronnie's fault. Go and lie down and back to sleep.
I was just dreaming there. I was just thinking about getting lined.
Fuck you.
Right. Anyway,
I just wanted to say you're looking fantastic with your weight loss. I tried that one of your own. I didn't like the meals, but keep up with your journey. Each to their own. I loved them. Everybody's different. I was the same with different diets. I did. Everybody used to shout about big mainstream ones, and Scotland wins D for fuck that, Joe.
Imagine that. Jesus.
Oh, that's my fucking worst nightmare. Having to put a game face on. Imagine me in the fucking parliament. I'd be like, "How you fucking Essex wanker? Who the fuck you talking to?"
There she goes. See what you've done now.
Did you imagine? I'll fucking order. Bang that hammer once more and I'll wrap it round your nut.
Lassie says, I love Tom Hanks. Well, he fingered that dog.
Stop it.
Our dogs when they wake up now. Right, listen, this has been...
Don't get me wrong, if we're going to touch on this appropriately at the end of the day, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that this has had horrible things happen to them, but I do know for a fact there's people with everything else jumping on the bandwagon talking shite.
There you go, folks. The world.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that makes anybody, but it's really terrible, anybody that jumps on the bandwagon before we go, because you make it fucking harder for the people it actually happened to. Anyway!
I've got a question. No, I've got to put this on record. What's this? This is the fucking 29th of July. I am predicting that by towards the end of August, they're going to try and shut everybody in again for a wee while. I look forward to it. I really do. I do. I want everybody just get in the fucking house so I can go out and there's no do it.
Aye, but you know what? That'll be good as well, because see, when they do that again, I'll be in Salkits in my new house and I'll have a beach right next to us. I don't give a fuck how long they lock us up as long as they furlough us again.
It is right, yeah. Right, okay. Okay, man.
Right, anyway. I've been Dee Maxwell. You've been?
Disgusted at bits. Just disgusted.